Welcome in once again to the YGO Fresh Off the Press community. This is your boy Jay, J-E-Y, just for those that want to know. Your boy Fresh here with you guys, where we analyze the current post trends and forecasts of the Yu-Gi-Oh markets. Guys, we're here to feed that Yu-Gi-Oh market watch cardboard addiction, never-ending addiction, guys. It just never ends. It feels eternal. You know what I mean? I don't know you guys, but I'm talking at least about myself. But you guys, you can definitely relate. You guys already know. So don't forget also, guys, just to smash that subscribe button. I really appreciate all the support. Like this video as it helps the algorithm just find more people like you guys that can enjoy our Yu-Gi-Oh informative content. And while you're at it, you can also click the notification bell just so that you guys can stay tuned in and keep up with our latest and greatest fresh off the press videos. Guys, thank you so much. You guys are the MVPs. Just the likes keep coming in, growing. The sub count keeps growing on our way to 500 and then eventually 1K. You know what I mean? What else? Comments? Man, you guys are an amazing community. Just the feedback, the insight. It never gets old, guys. I just want to be thankful, grateful to you guys. Thank you so much. Also, remember that this content is not any official financial advice. It's created for entertainment purposes only, guys. Remember, we do have Twitter for those interested if you have it, and Discord as well. Links in the description down below, guys. So today is all about just this market watch is about meta. The meta, some meta cards are exploding. In this case, before we do get to the staples and some of the other meta cards, Unchained receiving support, guys. Unchained Impermanence came out in 2010. That thing seems like what, 2-3 years ago already. Man, card is hard to get, so definitely you do see it at 27 listings, guys. So that's what, at $12.17, up from $4.27. Wow, that's almost a clean 3x right there. 2.53x secret rare prismatic, looks clean. I love how this card looks, guys. So, you know, Unchained receiving support. You guys already know the hype comes in, and if you had the card, you can plus and profit. If you didn't, then you would wait, you know, just for a retracement back towards the mean. That wouldn't be a bad idea. And also remember, guys, that, you know, Unchained is coming out, so there's other copies of like Soul of Rage, Anguish, Disaster. But let's start with Rage. See that spike? Used to be a $3 card and now it's $11.50. Wow, that's a clean 3x. And it's secret rare from Chaos Impact. Card is hard to get. You know what I mean? So, and people need it for the strategy. You see the spike coming through. So, man, if you have this card, I would be thinking about plussing. Same with Anguish. Used to be $1 a pop. There's one at $2, but quickly goes to $3 and then $3.50. So that's a 3x clean. Wow. Chaos Impact as well. Set is hard to get already. Secret rare, original print. Man, and these cards, look, they have a couple of versions here and there. For example, let's use Anguish. Look, you have a super rare, but people want the original print. You know what I mean? Same with Soul of Disaster. Used to be a Billy. Now it's 3 Billies. That's 3x, man. So if you have the card, I mean, who knows? They might keep going up. You never know with Konami, though. You know, when the support comes, if they, you know, reprint these cards, you never know, right? But definitely cards to keep in mind for that new support coming through. Then we move on to Pot of Prosperity, guys. Such a great card. You know, came in the tin. Now, man, time flies by. Tins came out a couple of months ago. Card was $37 back in the day. Then it spiked up to $47, and now it breached $57, just going up on $10 increments every couple of months here and there. So now it's a $60 card, only 29 listings. Man, look at that spike, just exploding towards the upside. I see this card at $6, $65, $70, eventually even $75 if it keeps this, you know, upswing here. But again, keep in mind it is getting reprinted in the pot collection, I believe so, but still, just overall a hard card to get. Prismatic Secrets, I love it. You have first set original print, but definitely a card that, again, if you're, you know, part of the meta, then you definitely have to have access to this card. And who knows when it's going to get reprinted after the pot collection. So, man, not a bad card at all. One to definitely keep in your radar. Then you have Duel and Lockbird, guys. Duel, I mean, what can I say? It cycles in and out of the meta. It stops people from searching your opponent, mainly, you know, and you yourself too, but you know what I mean. You use it against your opponent. You stop them from overextending. It's just a broken card. Level 1 spellcaster. It's been reprinted with commons, now this rare as of late, but if you do see a spike right here, from 1 billy to $1.40. Now it retraced back to the mean, where you do see a couple of listings at $1, but really it quickly goes up to $1.25 with a wall here, guys. So you might be asking, Jay, wow, it's only up a quarter. I mean, man, it's a quarter. It's still cheap. It's not the fact that it's still cheap, but if you briefly apply math to it, $1, an increase of $1 to $1.25, that's a 25% increase, guys. 25%. You know what I mean? And that just happened in a week or two. So, I mean, it's considerable. After 4 copies, you know, you would have had a 5th one if it's still at $1, but now you don't. You know what I mean? So this is what this channel is all about. Just trying to be different, make sure that the community is educated. You throw some math, some percentages at things, and excuse me, you definitely have to keep these things in mind. Why? Because it's all about the money, you know, the money. You want to make sure that you can get more bang for your buck, more cardboard for those dollars, guys. So again, has common, now the rare, but expose yourself. If you don't have the card, make sure you get your play set. Make sure that you have access to this card, because it always cycles in and out of the meta. It's just broken. And then once Tactical Masters gets hard to get and the common then is hard to get, then what do you think is going to happen? If you ask Jay, your boy Fresh here, what do you think is going to happen? $5 card, easy. $5. So that's more than a 3x. That's like a 3.5x easy in the next couple of months. Unless, of course, Konami reprints it again, things of that nature. But as we stand today, definitely a great card to have exposure to. The same for Ash. You know what I mean? For Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring is one of those card structured decks. Everyone's ripping 3 of them open. You know, they got their structured decks by the play sets. So, you know, people are like, Ash, it's everywhere. You know what I mean? I could take my time, things of that nature. Well, look, here we have a V-shaped recovery. Look at that. It literally looks like a V. Used to be worth $3.50, dumped down to $2.50, and in 2 weeks is already back up to $3.50. Look at that. And the major walls are closer to $3.75, almost $4. So again, guys, this is a card, as we've been discussing, it's going to be an easy $5 card. It might even be a $10 card a couple of months down the road. So again, you don't want to be paying $10 for a common. You know what I mean? Of course, Konami has been reprinting this card a lot lately. You never know, right? It might, hopefully it gets an OTS ulti, man. That'd be clean. Not a super in the OTS. Come on now, Konami. But an OTS ulti, man, that'd be beautiful in the next OTS pack. That'd be great. But even if it doesn't, card, what really matters, the demand is always going to be there. It's such a flexible, diverse, you know what I mean, just card. It fits everywhere in every deck strategy. It hits so many different things. You know, with a card like this, you want to have access to it, and don't let it keep spiking up to 5, then 10. Of course, no one knows, right? But if you need the card, get access to it, and you know, you might even throw a couple of bucks at it, get a couple of extra cards as an investment, and then plus and profit down the line, guys. So moving on to Divine Arsenal, Double Ace Zeus, the Sky Thunder, guys, came in the 2021 tin. So, you know, it's been more than a year since this card came out. Recently, we talked about it. It was around 20 billies. And now we do see that recent spike this past week. Look at that. You know, a couple of sellers here and there, but the first Gold Star seller around $28, guys. So it's already up $8 in 1 week. Only 23 listings left. The demand is there. A meta relevant card. Of course, there's a massive wall here. And I think you guys said that this card might be reprinted. I'm not sure. I don't remember too well. But even so, you know, until the card comes here, the demand is here. You know what I mean? Clearly here, as you can see. Wow, man, I feel bad for that kid that gave $40. Guys, that's also something I wanted to mention. When you're going to buy cards, don't just hit this direct by TCG player and just buy it from here. You know, don't pay extra for cards that are not worth that yet. You come down, actually go through the listing, skim through. You know, ideally find a Gold Star seller. And that kid would have saved himself, what, 12, 13 shekels? That's not bad. That's not bad. That could have served for maybe a second copy or any other cards they needed. Don't fall into that, guys. TCG players should fix that, but oh well. Then we move on to Infinite Impermanence, guys. Staple, meta staple. When we discussed it, you know, it used to be a $8, $9 card for the Mama version. And look at that. It's just spiking to what? 12, that's $13. That's up $3-4 in the past week or two already. Of course, there's a couple of walls here and there, but only 44 listings. It's already under 50 listings, and the card feels like it got reprinted just the other day. Why? The demand is there. It's a staple. We've been discussing this card, and as I've been saying, you just want to have access to it. If you don't yet, there's no excuse. Of course, it has a super rare, but it's also around this price, and you never know. Yes, it could get a common and, you know, one of the structured decks coming up or whatever. You never know with Konami, right? But the demand is going to be here for the short term. Definitely a card that you want to keep in mind. Same for Fusion Deployment from the 2021 tin. We've discussed a couple of cards from that tin. It was a great tin. As we can see now, this card spike went up from $1 to $2.50. That's a 2.5x, easily done, you know, in the past month or two. Prismatic Secret Max Rarity card for branded, you know what I mean? So if you play the deck, no excuse to not have it unless you want a budget option. But this looks clean for that price, not bad at all. There's a couple of walls here and there, of course, plenty of supply, but under 100 listings, and it looks nice, man. This card looks nice. If you need your copies, make sure you're aware of the recent price increase. Then we have two gold pride cards. We have Leon and the Crowd Goes Wild. I really like this the Crowd Goes Wild card. I like the artwork. Look at that, it looks cool, the crowd there and everything. Wow, that looks nice. But yeah, basically it's a card that was worth what? Let's take a looky here. $4.50, and look at that spike. Wow. If you clean this up a little bit, okay, it's already cleans an $11 card and quickly goes up to, you know, almost 12. So that's what, 2.5x. Not bad. Has happened in just a couple of weeks. If you're running the strategy, definitely keep in mind you should be cheap at $4 or $5. Now is 11, 12, and you never know with these cards from a new set like Photon Hypernova. You know what I mean? So you definitely want to keep that in mind. Same with Leon. Leon used to be $4.50 as well. Already a double up essentially. A clean $8 card. You know, you want to get access to these cards if you're gonna play the deck. They're secret rares, hard to get, single printings, under 50 listings. Looks clean. Definitely, hey, look at that. Tuner, level 3 Tuner Warrior. Not bad, not bad, not a bad card at all. Then we have Guardian Chimera, another card that we discussed, you know, in one of our previous market watches. It was around like $9, I believe so, 9 something, almost 10. And as we can see here, look at that. Yeah, it was right under $10 actually, or right above it, but you guys get the gist. And now it's already almost at a $12 card, guys. That's up $2. Man, you guys would say, but that's up 20% already. Look at that. Only 80 listings. If we clean this up, under 80 listings. Card just came out. Of course, the supply is going to be there. New set. Card just came out. So I would wait maybe a couple of days, a week or two here and there. But you never know. You never know. Because a card with this demand, look at that. Just plenty of demand. The day's not even halfway. When you see cards like that with that demand, you know, you want to keep it in your radar, guys. You definitely want to keep it in your radar. Such a great card. Beautiful artwork. Great effect. You know, definitely a card to keep it in mind. Same with Mazen, man. Mazen, you guys already know. The Battle Ninja. This Fusion Ninja monster, again, great effect. Using ninjas. Card exploded towards the upside. Look at that. Used to be a 40-50 cent card, became a $3-4 card, back down to the mean around $1.82. Excuse me, guys. Apologize for that. But basically, quickly a $2.50 card. You know what I mean? At around 100 listings. If you're into Ninja and all that good stuff, definitely a card to keep in mind. Then we have Denko Seka from Duel Devastator. We actually discussed the one from, you know, the secret rare, I believe so, max rarity. But I wanted to touch base with this cheap option, ultra rare from Duel Devastator. Used to be a 20-cent card, guys. Wow. And basically is already at 45 cents, almost 2 quarters for this card. Has major walls, a lot of supply, but again, it's a card that there's no excuse to not have access to. Trap Tricks, Labyrinth, these decks are rolling around, you know, as rogue strategies, and actually as part of the meta as well. So you want to make sure that you're exposed to this card. Broken Effect, easy access card, no excuse to not get it. And maybe even buy, you know, an additional place at our RO9 just in case you want to trade and sell a couple if this card keeps this uptrend, guys. So moving on to Wake Up Your Elemental Hero, guys. This card, we discussed it in one of our most recent market watches. It was like a $7.50, $8 for that card, and look at that, already a $10 card. Why? Hero players, the demand is real. Look at that. Look at that. The demand is real. Hero players do not play games with their cards, guys. As simply as that. They want it, they need it, they get it. It's easy as that. And then we discussed in our previous market watch, just the artwork is just beautiful. Artwork is amazing, so I can't blame them. I personally want this card, but come on, we need that supply to kick up above 100 listings. Want to see this card at $5. I don't know if it's gonna get there, but I definitely want to see it at that price. Then we have Exciton Knight, basically ultra rare budget option. See the spike, used to be a $3 card, spiked up all the way to $11, and now back down to the mean around $8. Not a bad card, only 37 listings. And this is the budget options, the secret rare from the tins, the original print, they're around $15, $17. So, you know, that's a double up from this. So if you at least want access to it budget wise, this is where you would go. You see the explosion there in price. Broken effect, generic rank 4 monster, the Xyz monster, definitely one to keep in mind. Then we have Gamma Seal. Gamma Seal, guys, the sea turtle kaiju. It's a kaiju. People always want access to their kaijus, you know what I mean? And we discussed the secret rare in one of our previous market watches, but I wanted to touch base with this Duel Devastator ultra rare copy. Of course, there's a super rare from the OTS pack, and then you have the original print rares and things of that nature, but these two are around $4. Not bad, not many listings. As you can see, people are targeting this card. Same here, not too many listings for the higher rarity versions, and even for the rares, man. Look at that. This card, the demand is there, and it's aqua water, also fits better in those type of strategies as well. Kaiju broken, you know, and it's the one with the lowest attack, the most popular kaiju. You definitely want to have access to this card sooner rather than later, because you don't want to find yourself paying, you know, $5, $7, who knows, maybe even $10. I could see a 3x from this, you know what I mean, in the next couple of weeks to months, depending how it cycles in and out of the meta. But definitely a great option. Kaijus are broken. This is the most popular, the one with the least attack, you know what I mean, which is the one that you usually hand to your opponent. So this is where it's at. Look at that spike, guys. Just wanted to put this card in your radar. If you don't have it, you know, it'd be a good idea to maybe get access to it. Same with Lancia, guys. $2 card, massive wall, ultra rare, clean copy here. But you see the spike, used to be $1, now it's $2, 2 billies. Hey, $2 a pop, guys. That's 100% increase, double up. Hey, that's what we look for. But still, $2, good thing, supply is there, but under 50 listings. You just want to have access to a card with such a broken effect, guys. I mean, it's Lancia. It stops your opponent from banishing cards. It's just good, you know, from the hand. It's a hand trap. Definitely a card you want to get access to. Secret rare looks mint, but it's, you know, higher up there in price. So you need access to the card, one to definitely keep in mind. Same with Raigeki. Look at that V-shaped recovery, even though a bit small, but the demand is coming in. Like I said, I mentioned this card. Look at that, $1.15. We talked about it when it was like 80, 90 cents. So little by little, it'll go up. Of course, there's a lot of walls, but under 50 listings. You know what I mean? Because even though everyone's opening these, a lot of people want to keep their Raigekis. You know what I mean? And the demand is just so large, and it's such a great card, and you can even run 3 of those in the current format. So as a great side deck option. So, hey, don't sleep on it. Of course, it's common. It's not foil and things of that nature, but still, you can be buying this around $1, and I do see this at $2, $3 in the next couple of months. So definitely a card that you can plus and profit out of. Then we have this Tenyi and Sword Soul cards. You know, well, we have Moye and this Tenyi card for Sword Souls. You do see the uptrend here. It's just $1.25, but again, under 100 listings, quickly becomes a $2 card. People run these at 3 in Sword Soul. Definitely, if you're running that deck, card to keep in mind. You don't want to be paying $3, $5 one day. You never know, right? You just never know. Same for Moye. We do see the spike. Used to be a $2.50 card. Now it's a clean, straight $8 per copy. Man, what an increase, guys. So, hey, it's a reprint. It's clean. You know, people need it, you know, for the Sword Soul deck. And first, that original print, same deal. Used to be $11 not too long ago. $10, and now is up. Look at that, quickly goes to $16, $17, and then to $20, guys. So that's almost a double up in the last couple of months. So if you need this card, you just never know with Konami when they'll reprint this, things of that nature. So definitely might want to get your hands on it. And then we have Lightning Storm, guys. This card, man, we've covered it in our recent market watches, mainly focused on the prismatic secret rare, because I believed, you know, that was just the best value, one of the, you know, latest reprints, and then one of the, just the rarity, prismatic secret, right? But here we're talking about the Mama version, ultra rare. Look at that spike as of recently, just this week. This card was like $8 last time we discussed it. Let's see, yeah, $8-9 under 10, and look at that already. It's $12.35, but it quickly goes to $13, guys. Only 68 listings. Let's see, 60 listings, guys. Almost, it's gonna almost, you know, soon go under 50 listings. So that, what does that mean? The demand is there. People are buying this card. They're chasing it. They're going after it. It's such a broken card. Great option to get rid either of monsters or back row. It's just so good. It's like a Harpy's Feather Duster and Raigeki combined into one per se. And not as many listings as you printings as you would think. You know, you have, of course, there's a Pharaoh's rares and Starlights and all that other good stuff, but I'm just talking about just these type of printings, you know, like not high max rarity, more accessible versions. You have ultra prismatic, and then the first set original print. You want access to this card. There's no excuse. It was cheaper. Now it's gone up. It spiked up a little bit. I can, like I said last time and I say today, I see this card at a $15 to $20 card. You don't want to be paying those prices for this card. If you don't have this card, no excuse. You definitely get it. You need to get it. And then if you have it, then, you know, you could be starting to think about plussing and profiting, maybe at around $15 or 20 in the next couple of weeks to months. So we'll definitely see what happens with this card. But great card. Same with Appaloosa. You know what I mean? Boa the Goddess. A lot of people recently got reprinted in Mama. You know what I mean? Easy card to get. Look at that. It's just $5, Jay. Yo, you know what I mean? Yeah, right. But that's true. Okay, that's true. But look, it used to be, and you don't see it here. This card was $3.50 forever, and then people slept on it, and now it's a $5.35 card, and people continue to sleep. Man, they must have some nice beds, bro, because these people sleeping on this, guys. And hey, but when they sleep and they forget, we remember, guys. That's how we do. We stay woke out here. So this is a card. I see it at $10 soon. I just do. If you analyze this, it's only 60 listings, quickly under 50. And this card is going to get harder to get because the set is going to get harder to get as time passes by. And who knows when the next reprint comes. It has a gold rare and other printings and things of that nature, but you never know. A card that is usually meta relevant, cycles in and out, but usually just a broken link monster, boss monster, negates monster effects. Why not, guys? Why not? At $5, you get your copy. And then if you want to invest in it, easy double up in the not too distant future, in my humble opinion. Then we have Nibiru. It feels like we covered this card so much. I've covered the Brothers of Legend version, the Prismatic Secret, even this budget version. But the thing is that recently it's up a whopping whole $1, guys. It might not seem like a lot, but last time we discussed this card, it was under $4. You do see massive walls, you know, at that $5 range. But again, those walls are being eaten up. It's just supply and demand. The demand is large. People need this against the meta. You know what I mean? And it's a meta card against the meta. You know what I mean? So 68 listings, you know, it's dwindling down. And look at that. Look at that uptrend, clear uptrend. And again, it's a card that right now is a $5. I see it at $10. I do as that possibility. $7.50 is that next short-term target, you know, more long-term, maybe month or two, things of that nature. If the format stays similar, then I see this card doubling up. So you want to get your hands on this card now, because you don't want to be the person paying $10 for what now is a $5 card, guys. You want to be the one plussing and profiting, not the one, you know, negging per se. So then we have Evenly Match, a card that we've discussed a couple of times, this specific version, you know, of the card. But look at that V-shaped recovery, just like Ash. It was $5, went down to $3.75, and now it's $5 and almost 50 cents essentially, guys. Only 25 listings. Look at that. Wow, the demand is crazy for this card. And just like I told you guys back then, I saw this card at $10 easy. And right now we're already more than halfway. Look at that. It's just a clean cut, super rare, holographic, evenly matched. Card is broken, going second. The demand is going to be there. What did, you know, people think? I mean, it's just so easy to identify and see that. Of course, a lot of people breaking out the structured decks and opening them up and things of that nature, but it's just the demand is too great for such a great meta relevant card. So if you don't have your copies, if this V-shape recovering ain't enough warning, then I don't know what it will be. The demand is here. Get your copies. If you're going to invest in it, not bad as well. $15 today can easily be $30 in the not so distant future. And then the last card of the day, Solemn Judgment, guys. Same here. We have a small V-shaped recovery. You know, it went down to 250. Now it's really around 350. That's a whole dollar up already. 80 listings, not that many. New set though. So, you know, let's give it an extra couple of days, see how the card reacts. That supply to come into the market, but the demand is already certainly there. Definitely a card that you don't want to sleep on. $10 gets you a playset, and they were all judgments were over $10 before this reprint came out. So that's an easy 3x in my humble opinion, you know, down the line. Guys, thank you so much. If you made it this far into the video, you guys are the MVPs, really. Thank you so much for the likes, the comments, you know, the support, the subs growing. Man, guys, I'm so grateful and thankful. Thank you so much for your time, for your attention, and for your support, and I hope you guys have a good one.